It was mixed. When we went into some of the offices, when we left, they told us to have a Happy Memorial Day, and I found that jarring.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I found it jarring because, you know, Memorial Day is about honoring those who gave their lives for this country, and
When not even our representatives, our senators, and their staff recognize that, it really shows that Memorial Day is lost on America as a nation. This is about those who have served and died. And to be wished a happy Memorial Day or a good weekend when we've been greeted with very boilerplate greetings, and not an eye is even blinked when we say, you know, we're here the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend because our husbands have been killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. We don't even get a, oh wow, or I'm sorry, or this must be a tough weekend for you, but have a happy weekend. Have a happy Memorial Day.
there's a big disconnect.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not something that I expect when I go into congressional offices.
I find it frustrating when I go into offices and you're being screened so clearly. And you know, one office we were told that the senator wasn't there, but 3 phone calls came into him and they were connected. I don't want to be lied to when I go into an office, and I don't want representatives and senators and their staff to lose sight of the fact that they work for me. And while I may not be a constituent of your state, you serve an entire nation.
And our husbands died for our country, and they died for every state.
Every single state in the country. A contrast to the not wanting to be lied to, we had a fairly difficult meeting with Senator Lugar's staff, and he was frank. And I have to say I respect someone who's frank versus lying, but I was not prepared to hear
that military surviving spouses and their families are not a priority.
And that it's understandably wrong that the survivor retirement annuities are not being paid, but paying them is not a priority, and that the money needs to go to other priorities first. Unacceptable.
It was unacceptable. I think they should contact their congressional offices and demand better treatment.
Well, I think that they should demand support of the initiatives for veterans and surviving families, as well as our active military. And I think that memorial needs to be put back in Memorial Day. Not just on the mall, not just in neighborhood parades, but in the offices of the leaders that create the laws that govern this country. When you send soldiers to war and service members to war, you have an obligation to budget in the benefits that they have earned should they be injured or die. And when they don't return, by God, when a surviving spouse or a disabled soldier walks into your office, they have not fought simply for their state. They fought for this entire nation. And you recognize that service, and you recognize and at least acknowledge the need that's being brought to you.